Let us show you how to play the board game Paleo. As the game has lots of surprises, we will show you how to play, but to keep the mystery alive, we will leave most details for you to explore while playing. Whenever you feel like you need help, you can open the rulebook, but with watching the video, you will be able to understand the concept of the game and the main mechanism too. Before you start, you need to lay out the base camp, the wilderness, and the night boards next to or underneath each other. Also place the workbench near the boards. Make a stack of people cards, another of dream cards, and a third one of ideas, and place them on the base camp. Put the resources and the wound tokens near the boards, then lay 5 food on the storage area in the base camp. Sort the tool tokens by type, then place 5 torches, 5 stone axes, and 5 spears on the workbench. Have the dice next to the tool tokens. The cemetery should be next to the workbench. Here you will put the cards that can only be used once. Take the secret cards and lay them on the night board where they belong, then place the skulls and the victory tokens next to the night board. Always take the base card set identified by the symbol number 1. Then add the sets from the modules you chose. If it is your first game, take the base cards and the cards from the modules A and B. Find the mission cards symbolized by a sunset and place them on the night board. Some modules have idea cards too, which immediately need to be put on the workbench showing the front. Then place the corresponding tool tiles on the workbench as well. Now shuffle the remaining module cards and the base cards together and deal all the cards from this deck as evenly as possible among the players. The usage of these cards will symbolize time passing during the game. And to finish setting up, each player takes the top 2 people cards who will form their individual group. Last, take the tools if shown on a people card. Paleo is a cooperative game, so either you all win immediately by collecting all 5 victory tokens, finishing the cave painting, or you all lose if your tribe collects the 5th skull. Paleo is a game that has 2 phases, day and night. In the day phase, in each turn, all players need to take the top 3 cards in their deck and pick one to use after looking only at the back of the cards. The back of the cards lets you suspect what you can gain from it. For example, there are a lot of animals at the river, possibly giving you food. However, you can never be sure, as there are many surprises and dangers in the world. With some cards, the information on the baseboard can help, but there are also hazard cards that probably hide dangerous events or some special mysteries. The game, being cooperative, allows you to always discuss which card to pick, and we highly recommend you to do so. However, you only turn the cards when everyone is finished choosing. After revealing the card, each player has to choose one action. When doing so, you should always pay attention to in what order you would like the actions to be resolved. There are cards that let you earn resources if you have the required skills or tools. Counting the time you spend, often you have to discard cards from the top of your deck. But watch out! If you discard a hazard card, then you suffer a wound. If someone in your group does not have enough lives when suffering a wound, then you lose the character, and you also need to place a skull onto the night board. At home, you can gather new people into your group, put dream cards into your deck, or get new ideas for useful tools. Special cards can ask you to take the secret card with the number shown. And a few need to be placed on the cemetery after having been resolved, as they can only be used once. Almost all cards allow you to help another player, in which case your tools and skills are added to theirs, and together your groups can resolve one action from their card. However, there are a few that don't allow you to do that and get you wounded if you cannot resolve an action on your own card. When you all have resolved an action, you start the next turn by drawing 3 new cards from your deck. Once a player runs out of all their cards, they don't participate in the rest of the day phase as they are sleeping. You can choose to go to sleep early by discarding the rest of your cards if you think you have no more valuable cards left in your deck. When you're sleeping, you need to wait without completing any actions until the other players run out of cards or decide to go to sleep too. When all players are sleeping, the night phase begins. At nighttime, the players are required to feed all the people in their tribe and also check the requirements of the mission cards. If a requirement is not met, your tribe receives a skull or similar punishments. For a new day, shuffle all the discarded cards from the wilderness and share them among the players as evenly as possible again. The game ends with you all losing if there are 5 skulls on the night board, or with you all winning if there are 5 victory tokens. How many days do you think you will need to finish the cave drawing? Or can you survive it all in Paleo?